Hey everybody, I'm Whitney McClain and I am hanging out with Rob on Front Row Live.
Let's talk about Cruise. 1.3 million views from the last time I checked. And it's only been out for 4 months, 3 months.
We can just cruise, listen for ways, live for the day. Do you think we can just cruise, give our troubles away to another place? Know what I think if we truly wish to be, we can do just as we please. Please do choose to cruise. It's really a blessing to, like, have that much exposure, like people seeing my videos and liking it, because I'm always like kind of nervous. I don't know if they're gonna like it, especially with this song. It was different from what my other songs were like, so it's really good to have the nice feedback and all that positive stuff.
And what made this song different? Why did you go a different route for this track?
I had this track for like about 2 years just sitting, and I couldn't come up with anything to write for it, and finally I got like my writing team together and we came up with something, because I really liked the track, and I've really been like developing my style as an artist, and I feel like this song really helped me like branch out in that aspect. Diving
into your writing team, while researching a little bit about you, I ended up finding myself listening to Pleasure, the 1980s album, and your uncle still co-writes with you right now. Like, what is that like when you sit down with him to create music?
Well, it's actually not my uncle, it's his son.
Oh, surprise.
But he always, Uncle Marlon, tells us what he thinks.
Right.
But yeah, so working with little Marlon, or Marlon the Second, as he likes to be called, is really cool, because we're family, and it's good to like have that connection. And he's an awesome writer.
Right.
Yeah. Shout out to little Marlon.
Now, when you're with your team of writers, whether it's your cousin or anyone else out there, does it make your writing experience more comfortable when you're putting certain thoughts on paper and releasing it to the world?
Definitely. I think since I'm kind of new at this whole writing thing, so having people who I think are like really awesome and inspiring writers helps me develop my like courage and skills.
What makes you nervous about being in the spotlight? What is it about it that gets your nerves going?
I think everything. I think, being vulnerable, being judged, or like, when making music, it's like you're pouring out your soul, and so it was like, oh, that sucks. Like, well, hey, that's me. So yeah, I think just the vulnerability and having negative feedback. But you're always gonna have haters. So
being a musician, being an artist, you're in everybody's, everybody gets to see you, everybody gets to hear you. So what made you actually take that first step, and what was it like taking that first step?
I just felt like I wanted to sing. I always wanted to do it. Like as a kid, I was way less shy and like more all about that performing thing. And as I got older, I kind of like shied away from it. But something in me was like, Whitney, you need to sing. This is what you need to do. And I went from there. I wanted to take voice lessons, and then Marlon got me hooked up with a producer, and I came out to LA and recorded, and it's just been going from there. So I just, that inner voice, that's really what got me to go step out in faith and do it.
Right now you're getting ready to release a sophomore or working on a sophomore EP. So tell me that experience for you. Like, what was it like, and how do you feel you've actually grown in the studio life?
I think when I first started off in the studio, I was kind of just, taking cues from the producers, because I didn't know what I was doing at all. I just would tell people I'm just a singer. I sing, and that's what I want to do. Right. So now, like going to the studio, I'm a little more opinionated. I feel more comfortable expressing myself, and I think that's how I've grown, and trying not to be nervous to sing in front of people, even though I've sang in front of them a million times.
Right. Now, aside from being opinionated, do you understand the whole studio process? Like when they're recording the certain things that they're doing in the studio, is that something that you're starting to pick up as you're recording new music?
Yeah, for the most part. And I also started to kind of learn how to do Pro Tools myself. So I kind of like know some of the stuff, but yeah, I'm more aware of like, okay, we're going to do doubles on this and, you know, work on this part first. And yeah.
You started out with a lot of covers before. How did those covers really help you in creating the music that you create today?
You know, other people's music is inspiring. So I'll just take, for instance, like Amy Winehouse. I love her, and I just love to sing all her songs, and I grew confidence in learning her songs and singing them and covering them, and Adele. So I think finding that music that really inspired me helped me like grow more into an artist.
Now, do you feel like these kind of covers also helped you learn to sing as well? There's one thing, I don't sing, I'm not a singer, but there's one thing that I always try and do, and like a lot of my favorite singers, I try and like copy their sound and copy, just because I want to learn to sing the way that they do. Do you find yourself doing stuff like that?
Definitely.
Does it help?
Oh yeah, yeah. Being a little mockingbird and just trying to copy their little riffs and textures of their voice. Yeah, I try to do that.
Right. Now let's talk about the sophomore album in the works right now. What can you tell me about it? Where are you at right now on this EP or album?
Well, I'm working on a lot of songs. I went to London and
record.
I went to London to write some songs. I actually got sick, so I didn't really get to record. So now I'm working on them. Okay. But yeah, I'm working on a lot of songs I'm excited about, and I don't know. I don't want to give away too much. It's different. It's different. It's a little bit more of me. I will just say that. Okay.
Now, why London? What was it about London that made you want to go out there to write?
I have some producers that I'm working with out there. Okay. So yeah.
Is it safe to say that the team this time around is a little bigger than the last?
Definitely. It definitely is a lot bigger.
And then can we expect something similar to Cruise, or are you taking another direction on the music that you're working on right now?
I think it's different. It's different. There's a bunch of different directions I'm kind of going and experimenting with, but it's definitely all soulful. So the root is soul.
Jumping back to Cruise, it's been out for some time already. What do you want fans to get out of Cruise when they listen to that track?
I want Cruise to be a song that like puts them at ease. I want them to like vibe to it, like just soak it in. And the message really behind it is to like just let go of all the crazy stuff, all the BS, and you know, we could be positive and move towards better things, because there's so much crazy stuff going on in the world, and a lot of people are angry, and I won't get all into that, but you know, I feel like we just need to work on loving each other more and spreading that peace.
Talking beachside, falling in love, watching the sun rising up, safe in your arms. I'm talking Malibu, cruising through palms, chasing the ball. You're all